Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Bitcoin. I'm your host, Patrick Whelan, and tonight we're talking about all the latest breaking news in the cryptocurrency world. Also taking a look at Bitcoin, the Bitcoin chart, and all your favorite cryptocurrencies tonight on Monday Night Bitcoin. Welcome to Monday Night Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at a very key level right now, and we're looking for a possible breakout on the chart. We're going to take a look at the chart here in a second, but first, let's take a look at all the breaking news today in the cryptocurrency world. Big news as the SEC subpoenas 80 cryptocurrency firms. The SEC is said to be devoting major resources towards the ICO market. The big question for many ICOs, are they a security or are they an asset? So many questions, so little time. Also in the news tonight, Coinbase faces another lawsuit, this time by users who say Coinbase kept unclaimed coins sent by email. The overall lawsuit doesn't look major, but still interesting news as the Coinbase CEO said the company would launch an internal investigation. More news from Coinbase as they notified 13,000 of its customers that it would be turning over their information to the US government. They would be providing transaction records from 2013 through 2015 to the IRS, advising recipients to contact a tax attorney. News out of China that a member of the top political advisory board is proposing a national cryptocurrency exchange. Interesting news as China has been very back and forth recently on the cryptocurrency world. China is a massive market that can really help cryptocurrencies explode or crash and burn. China banned ICOs last September and have seemed to be pretty negative on the overall cryptocurrency craze ever since. PayPal making cryptocurrency headlines as news spreads that they filed a patent for a system to speed up cryptocurrency transaction times. Could this be PayPal's own version of Lightning Network? It's hard to really know what they are doing at this time. They stated on the patent filing that they are trying to solve the problem of slow transaction times for cryptocurrency trades. Out of Europe tonight, Dutch bank Rabobank is exploring ideas of launching their own cryptocurrency wallet, allowing customers to access all their funds through one bank account, including cryptocurrencies. This is an interesting take on modern banking. ATM giant Cardtronics stated in their recent annual report that they consider cryptocurrencies a major risk to their business. News from across the world tonight from Australia. Newsstands are now offering Bitcoin and Ethereum purchases at over 1,200 locations across the country. Grab the morning paper, a Red Bull, and then grab some Ethereum the next time you stop by your local newsstand. That's all the late breaking news tonight for Monday Night Bitcoin, but let's take a look here at the Bitcoin chart. What's going on with Bitcoin and what can we expect in the next couple days? So you can see here the Bitcoin chart, taking a look here at the daily candles and looking at this possible reversal. What I really want to see at this point is I want to see Bitcoin break above this $12,000 area. And now there's a key reason why this needs to happen. So you can see previously we got stuck there at $11,800 area and we had that previous resistance. Above $12,000 is going to be a very bullish sign. That's what we're looking for here. We want to see that break, that explosion over that $12,000 area. I think over $12,000, we could easily get a move to the $13,000, $14,000 area from there. We're going to be looking at possible resistance and a pullback. But overall, Bitcoin has been looking pretty bullish these last couple of days, making these smaller candles, higher lows, really a tight range today on Bitcoin. Looking here at the hourly chart, you can see how tight the range has been. It's just been really between this $11,000 area and $11,600. So tighter trend here. We're making higher lows, breaking out of this downward trend, bouncing off of this $10,000 area, coming back up here and looking to test this 11,800. So we had trouble there at the $11,800 area before. So we want to see Bitcoin break above there. But I do like how we are making these smaller moves, very consistent. We're consolidating. People are just buying, they're holding, there's not a lot of selling pressure. And we are moving higher overall, making those higher lows. And that's what we want to see. Overall, we want to see Bitcoin trending higher. Looking here at the 1 hour chart, you can see since the end of February, beginning of March, we have been trending higher, making these higher lows, and getting up here to the $11,800 area. So that $11,800 area is going to be a key area to watch here on Bitcoin for really the overall cryptocurrency world. I want to see this baby break out here and start to really rally. Above 12,000 is going to be a key area to watch. If we get above 12,000, I think we might be off to the races and easily move to that $13,000, $14,000 area from there. And then after that, you know, get a nice little pullback back down to the 12,000, establish some support. That $12,000 area is a key kind of mental area. You have that 12,000 whole dollar number. People are thinking 12,000 is a very important area. You know, even if it's at 11,999, it's still not 12,000. We need to see Bitcoin break above that $12,000 area to really excite people, to really get people kind of excited. Oh, like, you know, Bitcoin's back. It's getting bullish. It's time to make moves. And I think a lot of people are waiting for that $12,000 area to show up on Bitcoin. Taking a look here at the daily chart on Litecoin. Litecoin coming out with news that LitePay was not going to happen. LitePay was supposed to launch last week. We had a big spike in Litecoin. A lot of action on Litecoin with hype, with news that possibly LitePay could send Litecoin to the moon. Well, we saw what happened. It did not release. So Litecoin spiked up there to the $250 area. It pulled back down here to 180. It's been holding this $2 area pretty nicely right now. It's kind of doing the same thing, looking very similar to Bitcoin overall with just these smaller candles, less range, a little bit boring, but still we need this consolidation. We need this kind of just sideways action for a little bit to show people that there is buyers, that there are support areas, and we're sitting right there right now at that $200 area support. I think if Litecoin can't hold that $200 area, we could easily get back down there to 180 and then possibly back down there to the 140 very quickly. Day candle here went from 160 up there above 200, and that was in anticipation of LitePay coming out. So a lot of people were excited about LitePay. They were buying it, they were chasing it, and now with no LitePay, is the market still excited about Litecoin without LitePay? We're going to see what happens here if it can hold this $200 area. But right now, today, it's been looking pretty nice there, holding that $200 area and then kind of getting up there 214, pulling back right now. This $200 area on Litecoin is going to be a very important area for this to hold. I think if it can hold 200, we might get back up there to 230, 250 pretty soon. If it breaks below 200, there's some downside to come. Ethereum also looking very similar to Bitcoin, to Litecoin. Everything today looking just very non-volatile, tight movements. These candles on these daily charts, these candles looking pretty tight right now. It's kind of weird to see cryptocurrency not going up 10, 20%, going down, up all around in one day. To have a day where everything's kind of 1 or negative 1% is kind of a weird thing, but it's also good for the overall markets. They're showing that people are still buying, decent support. People are trying to buy more, looking for this next move higher, this next leg, and Ethereum holding up pretty good here above this $800 area. It's right now at 850. So Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, all very similar right now and looking for this next move higher in these key support areas. Again, kind of $800 areas that support there on Ethereum. If we break below 800, we could possibly get down there to 680, 640, $600 area. So overall, I think the market is really just waiting for Bitcoin to do something. If Bitcoin starts to rally, I think we'll see rallies across the board for Litecoin, Ethereum, Digibyte. Everything should start to move higher as Bitcoin moves higher. Right now with Bitcoin at that key area, everyone's watching and everyone's waiting to see what's going to happen with the king Bitcoin. Speaking of Digibyte, similar chart here, sitting at that 3-cent area right now. It's been a while since we broke out above that 3-cent area. It's been a couple days, almost a couple weeks now. We had that nice little rally up there to the 5-cent area. We pulled back down there to 3 cent. It looks like this 3-cent area is good support right now on Digibyte overall. Kind of that same idea. You know, you got Litecoin $200 area, you got the Ethereum there at 800, and then you got Digibyte sitting there at the 3-cent area support. So there's those key areas. Overall, these charts are looking very similar. Again, today, Digibyte's down 2.4%, looking less volatile than normal. But these last couple days, the overall cryptocurrency world has been pretty sideways. And that's not a bad thing, but also it's kind of boring. But when you're in this for the long term, when you're really in this for, you know, the next couple of years, you're not worried about it. You're happy that at least it's just kind of moving. It's holding gains. It's not going down massively. And overall, it's still, you know, setting up for that sideways movement. And then we can build some consolidation and then move higher once Bitcoin makes up its mind. If Bitcoin breaks down, I could see Digibyte getting below 3 cents and possibly testing back down there to the 2-cent area. It really depends on what happens with Bitcoin at this point. So all eyes on Bitcoin, and we'll see what happens here the next couple of days. Look for that breakout or breakdown on Bitcoin and then expect the other coins to follow. This is your host, Patrick Whelan, for Monday Night Bitcoin. If you haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys later on.